We're live.
Welcome to Karate 360, your look at karate from around the world. Let's get local, let's get global, let's get it on.
Karate 360, let's start the show. You will kick high and I will sweep low. From local to global, it's the thing that you love. Karate! San Rokumaru.
Right on.
How you like that? I channeled a little bit of you in the karate. Got that little Japanese anime.
Squeezing the sphincter, one of the other ones.
I really gotta go here. Here we go, back in the Karate 360 podcast for another episode of all the karate news, banter, talk, and greatness from all around the world.
I'm Richard Mosdo.
And I'm Kalen Anglos. Thank you very much for tuning in, everybody. We're going to be very quiet and monotone this
because the guy in the back's going to be yelling, screaming, and kicking.
That's right. He's not there. You can't see him. He's not there anymore. Big Steve was training in the back as we were going. Way to go, Steve.
There.
Right about there.
And he was jumping.
For those of you watching on Facebook Live, thank you very much for tuning in. We do appreciate you guys. Again, these episodes, we record them Thursday nights live around 9 p.m. We're a little late, whatever. And then Monday mornings they come out for download.
Exactly.
That is exactly how it works.
What podcast are you listening to right now?
Out of all the, well, I'm always listening to The Fighter and the Kid. That's probably one of my favorites. I don't have my phone on me, but I just downloaded another coaching one that I found that I thought was quite good. And of course, the K-Fit Show.
Of course,
My
absolutely.
own podcast. So there it is. Those are about the only ones. What about you? What are you listening to right now?
Well,
podcasts are blown up right now, though. Like just
going crazy. Yep. Dabble in the ones you talked about, of course. Been listening to the Level Up Lounge.
The Level Up Lounge. Never heard of that one.
Level Up Lounge is a music service where they will make music for your karate club. They'll get all the, or for your fitness studio, they get all the rights that you need for the music and play. But the owner is super into martial arts, and what he does is on his podcast about once a week, he interviews people who own martial arts studios and asks them, and very successful people. For example, they'll have like 1,000 students in their club and how they got there.
So does he stream the music on this podcast and then do the interview?
That's just separate. That's like what he does during the day. His business is the Level Up Lounge, and then he does a podcast on martial arts. And then if you're on the show as a sign of appreciation, he'll then make a playlist for you, but you can hire them to make a playlist for your fitness club or your karate club or whatever.
Right, because some fitness clubs or some people don't realize is that a lot of the music that you play, you're not actually supposed to.
A martial art club here in town got a bill from a recording like association.
Yeah.
They found out that they were playing music in the club but not paying for the rights of it.
Interesting.
And they actually got billed.
A gym that I know in town got somebody came to their door basically and said, "Do you have the rights for the music in here?"
Yes.
And the owner, kind of got defensive and sent him along his way. Said, "Oh yes, we got your email. Move along," type thing. And I didn't think about anything at the time, but yeah, I guess there's those people out there that don't want you to use their music. So
for sure, I remember
licensing.
One time, ages and ages ago, I was going to rent a hall on Granville Island for a wedding reception. I ended up having a wedding reception in Japan, but I had to put a deposit down. And remember, in the deposit, signing it, they said, we're a nonprofit. You have to make sure you buy the rights to all the music. So make sure you're doing that through every DJ.
I feel like nobody buys the rights for weddings, sure.
I don't know if you have to get caught. It's all about getting caught.
Of course.
But then DJs, if you're hiring a service because they're more profile, they have a higher profile, maybe they've already made a licensing agreement.
I feel like if you're not inviting like Beyonce and Justin Timberlake to your weddings, you're not going to get caught.
I don't know, but I mean, there's a martial arts club in town.
Yeah, I believe a martial arts clubs for sure.
They were playing music while they were training, and they got a letter of notice.
Crazy.
But what I listened to today on Level Up Lounge is they were saying, with your karate club, if you're doing the same thing you did last year and the numbers are the same of people that are in there or the quality is the same, and even in your own training, you have to really ask yourself, like, if it's that saying, like, don't expect new results by doing the same thing.
Yes.
So they had 3 things, and this is valuable for everybody, not just in martial art club, but also valuable for people who are training. What is going right? What do you get complimented on? what is going wrong? And what do you need to start that you know you need to start, but you still haven't started it?
Do you know what you just did there?
What did I do?
You just did a SWOT analysis.
Hey!
You just did a SWOT on
there we go.
A karate club, which can be used in everything.
Strengths, weaknesses,
opportunities and threats. You just did that.
Exactly.
So what's going well? What's a weakness that doesn't weigh? Where's an opportunity to improve? And what are some threats to that? So
and SWOT's kind of funny because sometimes people get confused because one is about yourself and the other one's about the opponent.
Yes.
One is internal, one is external.
Yeah.
Right?
It depends on how you use it. But absolutely,
Exactly.
I think in anything you do, and especially if you own your own club or whatever, you need to look at what you've done last year. I mean, every club has its peaks and its valleys.
Totally,
you have your high competitive years where you're winning all the medals, and then maybe the next few years you don't. But you need to look at the attendance, the people that are coming through there. If you're not growing and you're not going anywhere, something's got to change. You got to look at it and see what's going on.
And the other one was, there's a lot of martial artists. You walk in and go, "Hi, I'm here for the class." Well, I'm A3 black belt. I've been in Japan. I've won a gazillion things. And they
got my black belt on eBay.
Exactly. And their advice was, and I was listening to it, and then the top judo club in the United States, Pedro's Judo Center, where the U.S. national team coach trains like real. I mean, he was the coach for Ronda Rousey.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
And got her, helped to get all her success. And
all the judoka.
It's right. They talk about what's in it for me. Like you have to address why are you here? Are you here for fitness or confidence? What's the purpose that you're here? And then we'll see if what you're here is what we do.
Sure.
Instead of saying I'm a 7-3 black belt or whatever.
Yeah. Yep. And one thing that we do here that I've never saw done in any other karate club, but I think is great, is doing, when you come in to sign up or whatever, doing kind of like a little interview, and especially even with the kids, and trying to see, okay, why are you here? What is your motivation for being here, to make sure that you're matching their needs or what they want, or in maybe extreme cases, suggesting maybe they go somewhere else if they're looking for something that you can't provide.
No, I thought it was weird too when I was young. Like, why you interview? Like, you don't just throw people in a karate class.
Yeah.
But then you have to really find out, like, why are you picking martial arts? And sometimes parents are like, well, my kid needs discipline, and I want you to teach it.
Well, he punched the kid in school today, and I don't want him to do that.
Exactly. Like, we can't make up for your parenting stuff.
Yeah.
But we can definitely reinforce good parenting.
Actually, what I just want is to get away from my child for an hour and a half.
Yeah, exactly.
So if you could just take them.
I'm fine. If you want to be honest, as long as the kid doesn't mind being here.
Yeah, totally. Yeah. It does, as long as they have fun.
So yeah, I'm listening to Level Up Lounge.
That's such a tangent.
Gary V. Well, I think it's really interesting because if you're in the
Gary
martial
V,
arts,
of course, yeah.
Gary V always. There's a guy named Barry V.
Yeah.
Which he has a ton of, like, 96 locations.
Did you see, speaking of, names that are like,
Sure.
I think maybe we talked about this, but John Jones from the UFC got busted for the steroids thing.
Was he on now 4-year suspension? Or?
No, nothing has come down yet, but he's facing a 2 to 4 year suspension for busting for steroids again. But Twitter went crazy at John Jones. They said, John, you're a cheater and you're a scumbag and blah, 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 blah. But the at John Jones is not John Jones.
Oh no!
It's some white guy with red hair, and he's just hilarious. Like, I don't know why you guys are getting mad at me, but he played along with it so great.
Oh, wow.
People were like, John Jones, you cheated and you did this, and he would write back, I didn't do any of that. I don't know what you're talking about. Just so funny. Yeah, that just hilarious. Came to mind. Yeah, it's pretty funny.
I've seen that happen a couple times before, where they get the wrong name and they go crazy, and they're like, it's not me.
Yeah.
Whoever's name is Michael Jackson. That's exactly what we're talking
Somebody
about.
asked at John Jones, how many new followers have you got just in the past 24 hours? And he's like 24,000 or something
awesome.
like that. Yeah,
because people want to just see what he's going to say. Right?
Yeah. Just good
I just
stuff.
had an idea. We should make a Twitter account like the real John Jones not or something.
Yeah. I got a question for you. Now you do video blogs. We know this. You bought a very fancy camera. I saw it with a little thing.
Yes.
And I have yet to see content come out. And people have been asking, when is Richard getting out his new videos?
It's a really good thing you said that. And I have been learning how to use it properly.
Okay, well, that is step one.
That's step one. I learned how to take really nice photographs on it.
Okay.
Actually, I was pretty happy.
There you go. Oh,
using exposure and stuff.
It's a pretty nice camera, so I hope it takes nice pictures.
Yeah, and actually the video is amazing.
I'm sure it is.
It takes incredible footage. So I've been playing with it. And it's funny. It's literally, I just have to slap it together and do it.
And just go for it.
Just go for it. So there's pent up angst on my side. So there's no excuse. I can't say it's September, it's busy or whatever, because literally I would just make them before and it would just take me half an hour.
No, but you definitely don't have to know how to use a new device, and you definitely upgraded.
Yes,
so
I definitely
upgraded,
and I don't want to. There's no excuse. I just need to start shooting footage, and I've just been enjoying learning how to use the camera.
Yeah,
I've literally just been enjoying.
It's a new toy, right?
It's a new toy, and it's been a while since I had a nice. I never owned a really nice video camera, so I always rented them. So yeah, I've just been enjoying actually getting to work with the camera. But I don't know, within 24 hours, something will go up and it'll be really fun.
Yeah, it'll be good.
Because I think it's going to be me explaining how I build a school. I think there's enough people out there who are...
A karate school.
Yeah, a karate club and how I do so. I think there's enough people out there who are teaching technique. And then I think I just want to...
Is there, though? Karate people teaching technique? I don't know.
I don't know. I mean, there's a few things bounced around on YouTube.
Yeah.
I mean, I can show technique, absolutely. What I'm going to... I think the theme has evolved now too. I was away from Victoria for 20 years. And now I've been back for 3 years. I've been building a karate club. I've been learning about the city. I've been reintroducing myself, getting to know people. I never knew Victoria really as a full adult. Oh, Steven's jumping around back there.
Steven's jumping right there.
So I'm gonna make my vlog about me and the city getting to know me again.
That's a good idea. I like that.
I'm gonna interview people. I'm just gonna do like these 1 minute interviews, like walking to the garage where they're fixing my car and go, "Why are you a mechanic? And what was the most hilarious thing that ever happened to you?" And then he's gonna say something, and I'm gonna cut it to like a minute, and then cut it in, and then show what it's like to build a karate club and interact with people.
Awesome. No, I think that's a great idea.
Yeah. So thank you for saying that you're looking forward to the videos coming
out.
I
alley-ooped. You know what I'm looking forward to?
Yes.
That was a basketball reference, by the way. You probably didn't get that. That was a bad
alley-oop.
There you go. Yeah. I alley-ooped. There we go. You know what I'm looking forward to? Making more people do the fitness test.
Yes. You made some people do fitness tests today.
I did. Yes, I did.
That was so funny. So Kaylin is out there making my wife do the fitness test. And I'm sitting at my desk in the office. And I hear this beep. Beep. I'm like, there's something beeping in my desk. I'm like looking around, looking at my lunch bag. I'm looking around and it's like beep, beep. It's getting loud. It's like a bomb. Like beep, beep. And then there was like beep. I'm like, I know what it is. It was a beep
test. It's the beep test.
In the dojo. Yeah. It was really funny. And what's also hilarious is I had a bunch of stuff for my camera. Obviously, we just talked about. I was like, it was flashing that it had been finished. The batteries have been finished charging. I just learned how to do a whole bunch of new stuff. And I was like, is this camera beeping at me that I have to do something? I was looking at the
just
camera.
Going crazy trying to figure out what the beeping is.
Because it was such a low buzz. Anyway.
I tell the athletes that do it, you are going to hear those beeping in your nightmares after doing the beep test. But coming out, so obviously doing the karate athlete fitness test on recreational karate athletes, which is great because you still need to be fit. You still need to know where you're at. So we're doing that. But then also for the BC team and the Team Canada and the elite athletes, also they'll be doing the next round of kind of the fitness testing as well. So it's all going good.
So I have a question for you. Can the fitness test be done with two people side by side, just going around from station to station?
Like doing it themselves, like you mean?
Is there a way to set it up?
Yeah, absolutely. If you had all the equipment, absolutely.
So all the equipment set
One
up.
person could be the recorder, like, okay, you go do this, and then I'll go and I'll record your time, and then I'll do it, and you record my time. Absolutely. Yeah. The benefit of the fitness test that we put together is it doesn't require a lot of equipment. It doesn't require a lot of space, and it measures karate-specific parameters, and that's what we wanted to do. There's different levels to this fitness test. You know, the highest level being when we get to the lab-based test, but for now, it's easy enough to just administer it in your dojo, in any gym that has enough space. Really, all you need is 20 meters for the beep test, and you're good to go. And I mean, we did the beep test in Kelowna outside. Like,
exactly.
In the parking lot. So you can do this test anywhere.
Yep. And with the beep test, like, if you have enough space, you can do 20 people at a time.
Yeah, totally.
Yep. As long as everyone's honest. But I like the idea of like two people go, all right, all the stations are set up. Just go and do it.
Yeah.
And then we have to get like a gazillion volunteers.
Well, that's how they do it in some sports teams for sure. That you get your buddy, your little fitness test buddy. You do the test, but it's
not that accurate.
It's harder for researchers and data collectors like myself because you get a little bit of issues with, the same person isn't the one doing the stopwatch. So maybe their technique's a little bit different. Maybe they're a little bit off. So the numbers don't necessarily mean as much. So you got to be a little careful with that. True. But, there's a way around it, I think, for sure. And especially in the dojo, go for it. Yeah.
Well, we just have to engage with the parents when it comes to the BC team test.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. You know what I'm not looking forward to, though?
What's that?
Having to do the NCCP Comp Dev.
10 modules.
10 modules. I'm not going to lie. I'm not looking forward to it.
Yes.
So for anybody that doesn't know,
should we get into it? I mean, this is the meat of the episode.
This is the meat. This is the meat and potatoes.
See you, Steven.
But one for people that don't know, the NCCP is the National Coaching Certification Program of Canada, and they do coaching certifications for all sport, for a bunch of different amateur sports. In karate specifically, many sports, but karate has it so that if you want to coach at the provincial or national level, you have to have a certain standard of NCCP certification. And
at national,
not
provincial. No longer.
You don't even need you took it out. Okay. Because I thought you needed the making ethical decisions at least.
No, we took it out.
I took it out. Okay. So at the national level. So when you go into nationals. But this year they've changed it. Are we allowed to get into this?
Let's get into the media episode. We're getting in because there's not a lot of global news. There's some global news we can talk about. We'll talk about it after.
Yes, sir.
But 2 years ago, Karate Canada announced what they would like in a progression of years for the provincial coaches in their qualifications. And by the way, in the States, they actually kind of like the idea of the one national certification program.
Because they don't have one in the States.
They don't have one. Right?
Yeah.
So you can start as intro beginner coach.
Intro beginner.
And then you get
intro trained. Yeah, that's right.
And then you get trained, means you do the course. And if you get evaluated, you get certified. And then you have 5 years to do related courses, like take kata courses.
That's right. Just getting points
and
towards
you get professional development points.
Yeah.
So it's trained means you've done the course. Certified means you've been evaluated, and then you keep your certification by doing points. And then there's competition and then intro.
That's right. Yeah.
Which is a weekend course. Level. And same thing, if you get evaluated, you go from trained to get evaluated, you're certified. Basically, you just watch a videotape of a class.
Yeah, and last year, that's what the BCD and the provincial coaches needed to be comp intro trained. Yep.
And now, for the next one, the head coach has to be comp development certified.
Which is the highest, modules. And that's the highest certification. Well,
actually, there's 2 levels above that.
Yeah,
but
with the NCI or whatever, yeah.
Yeah, so... So that's 9 multi-sport modules, 1 karate module.
Yeah.
And to get trained, you have to do them all. So it's a big jump.
It's a big jump.
And to get certified, they have to evaluate you coaching at nationals.
Yes.
So Karate Canada is trying to get karate into the Canada Games, which happens every 4 years, 1 year before the Summer Olympics.
And this is for sports that is this the sports that are not in the Olympics, or that was
Canada Games are mainly Olympic sports.
Okay.
But they'll only let you in.
I was thinking the World Games.
The World Games are for sports that are recognized by the IOC, but not in the games yet.
Which karate?
Canada Games, karate's in that stage.
Yeah,
they just had their last World Games.
That's right. Yeah, we talked about it.
So, so the sports in the Canada Games are Olympic sports. Karate is now an Olympic sport. To get let in, you have to look like the other sports. Now, so Karate Canada would like this year all 75% of the assistant provincial coaches to be comp dev trained.
75%.
75%.
So to give you an idea, last year we had 6 coaches, 7 coaches.
6 staff, 7 club coaches. So 13 total, 12, 13 total.
Yeah.
Everybody was comp intro trained. 1 person was comp dev certified.
Yeah.
If we took the same, we're not taking the same group because we've had a reapplication of new coaches coming on and old coaches coming back. If we took the group that's applied right now, only 1 person could go, the head coach.
Yeah.
Rodney.
Yeah.
He's the only one who's comp dev certified. No one else has finished their comp dev trained.
And some, including myself, haven't even started.
You got 10 weekends.
Yeah, I got 10 weekends to get there. Weekends. Oh, and by the way, there's none around you.
Yeah, exactly. You can't go anywhere around you. Yeah. Half are online.
Yeah.
The other half you have to fly out of the province for or out of town.
So, I mean, I don't know. It's
That's not the end of the case, though.
No, that's true.
Karate BC will make some sort of appeal to Karate Canada to reduce the 75% number.
Yeah.
Other provinces may be in the case, and Karate Canada knows that people think the jump is too big a leap. And remember, I actually looked up what Canada Games requires.
Okay.
In their technical package.
Just for all sports.
This is there's a technical package for every sport.
Okay.
What that sport is going to do at the games and who they're bringing.
And what's required.
So for example, for judo, it's 2 coaches per province.
Okay.
Who are comp dev certified.
Okay.
Done the 10 modules and got evaluated.
Okay.
Got certified. And the manager is intro beginner certified.
Okay.
So they've done the basic level course.
Yeah.
So my thing is, and this is all public knowledge because I'm just going to talk about it, is why have the entire population of provincial karate coaches be comp dev trained? And I'm sure they were going to push certified in the future. Like, for example, Quebec has 12 coaches. But you're only ever going to send 2 to the Canada Games.
Yeah.
And we were not going to make it in the Canada Games till 2023. So for new coaches who are coming and going off the team, the leap is too high.
Yeah.
So this is just what I think should be recommended, and it's going to be hashed out by Karate BC, and I think other provinces too, and what should be recommendations are going to come around from different people. But I think 2018, head coach should be comp dev certified. All the assistant coaches could be comp intro certified. So they've done the weekend course, they've sent in their videotape of their class, and they're certified. That's very easy to do, right?
Comp intro, yes.
Comp intro. For 2019, 2 coaches on a provincial team should be comp dev certified. Because we have some people are getting close.
Yes.
Then every assistant coach should be comp intro certified.
Yeah, so that's like the middle.
Yeah,
the middle
so
one.
that way you can say to Sport Canada, when we're thinking about the Canada Games application, all right, well, every province has 2, and you're only going to take 2.
Yeah.
And then now we have coaches in training who are actually, when you're evaluated, you're being evaluated. Like, you could be a horrible person. I will name no names. I'm not talking about anybody who's a recent BC team coach or a current team coach of any province or any state. Let's just say you're just a horrible person, right? You could take the 10 modules and be trained and qualify to go, but you've never been evaluated for actually how you deal with the athletes on the floor.
That makes sense, yeah. I also like how in your model, it allows a couple years to kind of get you there because, like you said, a lot of the coaches that applied maybe this year, I'm assuming, don't have or may not have any training in the NCCP. So they might have to come right from the bottom, and it's like, okay, if you need to be comp dev trained by nationals in March, you're running out of time already, and you're starting from the bottom, and NCCP doesn't offer a lot of courses. Well, I mean, they do, but not even localized courses that are easy to access.
Or they get canceled.
Get canceled. It's like
Karate Canada, like every national sport organization, their heart is in the right place. They're trying to do good things. We totally support them. Otherwise, we would just leave.
Yeah.
Right?
Of course.
But we have to recognize, like, athletes who just retire and they're great with they want to get into coaching, they're great with people. Well, we want them to get that experience. The other thing, the most important thing for me, the backbone of all the provincial organizations, all the state organizations in the states, of all national organizations, are club instructors who enjoy and support the hobby of high performance. The moment a club instructor goes, you know what? They don't really think about me. The National Association is too far removed from me. I'm not having any fun. I only get one student go on. I'm just going to leave. And they disengage from high performance.
And that's the problem.
That's the problem.
Yeah.
So what we proved last year with BC is anybody who got comp intro trained, the basic level, they could go coach their own athletes. And you know how excited they were? It was awesome.
Yeah, it was great.
So I think 2 coaches should be comp dev certified. Everybody else should be comp intro certified, the lower level, and anybody can go who wants to coach. Karate Canada is awesome in that they don't allow a limit on the numbers of PSO coaches you bring. So then anybody can go, and if you can say, hey, you can go coach any athlete makes it on the BC team, you can coach them at nationals and get the experience, and the staff coaches will help you out. It's awesome.
I think it's a huge benefit.
Huge benefit. And the other thing too is certified means you have to continue to be certified. It means you can take kata courses, kumite courses, officials courses, first aid courses, And as long as before the course is taken, you get Karate Canada recognize it for professional development.
Yeah.
Any kata or community course can be that. The whole Karate Canada Summit, because you're getting a real education. And by the way, when you're taking those modules, those 9 multi-sport modules to get to Comp Dev, they're all professional development points too.
Right. Yeah.
See, it's a double whammy.
Okay, I gotcha. Now, when you said that you could talk about this for 2 hours, did you mean you were going to talk about it for 2 hours?
No, I can keep going.
Oh, I know.
I can keep going.
But hopefully everybody was able to follow along in the comp intro and the comp dev and all that kind of stuff.
Okay, so here's one thing. People hate karate politics, right? Like,
absolutely.
But why? Like, what's the reason they hate karate politics? Why do they? And this, to me, this is a political decision at a national level. People don't like politics when they see someone else did something because they were in power that benefited their group while cut somebody else out.
Yeah, or just them directly.
Yeah, exactly. My thing is, I like karate politics because, as you've seen in everything I've done, and you've seen a lot of how I've interacted, is for as many people as possible to benefit.
Yeah.
Right? Canada Open, BC team, helping with the fitness test.
Not just benefit, but include.
Excel. Yeah. Include. Excel. Integration. Yeah. Not segregation.
Yes.
So I have no problem sticking my nose into places. As long as I feel that at the end of the day, there'll be a greater benefit for more people. That's why the club instructor is the backbone, and we have to really help them.
Yeah, I agree, 100%. Yeah.
Yep. So, of course, I'm sticking my nose in this. But being the high performance chair, I have to.
You have to.
I have to.
All right. There it is. That's our
Are you telling me stop?
Yeah.
Stop, man.
We can probably cut that off now.
I mean, you're looking forward to coaching nationals. Right?
Absolutely. I'm looking forward to coaching.
What was your favorite thing for last time?
Well, we talked about it before, but sitting in the chair was probably my favorite thing. Sitting in the chair at nationals, coaching athletes, helping them win. When you tell them to do something, they do it. They win the match. Great. When you tell them to do something, they do it, and maybe you shouldn't have told them. Also happens, but that's a learning moment, right? Yes. That's where you kind of learn and you grow and you become a better coach. So that's what I enjoyed the most, for sure.
When I first started coaching a team ages ago, we used to have them write notebooks and hand them in at the end of practice.
Yeah.
And we would get tons and tons of notebooks, and the number one word that everybody wrote was confidence. It wasn't like, oh, I want my roundhouse kick to be faster. The odd person.
Sure.
I want this. It was like, I want to be more confident to make the right decisions before, during, and after the match. And so as a coach, if you can recognize that that's what they're going through at any level, is to just by being there.
Yeah, just support it.
Just supporting them.
Yeah.
I think that's really cool to know that you want to boost that up. So it surprised me when I read all those, because I was expecting I want a punch that will knock them down, or so.
All right, well, there it is. Let's get into a little bit of what we found for Karate Global News. Let's see if we can get through this real quick. We're already cycling through this episode here.
Well, in our style that we teach in the club, we are in the Japan Wadokai.
Wadokai.
The Wadokai is the association that teaches the style Wado-ryu. And they had their 53rd national championships.
Woo! 53rd. At the Budokan.
At the Nippon Budokan, where you see the Olympics for karate.
Yeah.
In 2 years. And they had the results on their Japanese website, because on their English website,
I couldn't read any of it, so I'm going to leave this one up to you.
So from my instructor's dojo, Maeda Sensei, they do all the divisions, like little kids.
That's right.
By the way, there's no separation. It's not novice, intermediate, advanced, elite. It's just
you're in
grade 2.
Yeah.
Grade 2 boys, go.
Grade
3 boys,
go. Fight.
Grade 4 girls,
fight, the little minions.
Yeah. So Kata and Kumite, Maeda Sensei's dojo, 5 medals.
5 medals.
Takagi Sensei Joe's famous Takagi Hideo Sensei's dojo. Drum roll, please.
Sorry.
1 medal.
Oh, that's not very good.
Yep.
It's better than no medals, I guess.
The former Arakawa Toru Sensei's dojo called Shibuya Arakawa. 1 medal.
1 medal. Who's winning all the medals then?
From not related Takamasa Arakawa Sensei dojo Shiramizu. 23 medals, 4 golds.
There it is. You knew somebody was winning them.
And he'll be coming here in February, by the way.
Perfect.
So I think these older clubs have maybe it could just be a generation thing where a lot of the people training now are in their 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s, 100s, it could just be this year. But 23 medals by Shiramizu is a lot of medals.
That's crazy, yeah. In one tournament. What I really liked about the results in this tournament in general, is it broke it down as you showed. First place, second place, or at least you said it was. It could have been absolutely anything. First place, second place, third place, and then there was the top 8 listed, and then there was also the top 16 listed next to that. So it was kind of it
was first, then second, then the 2 bronzes, then the 4 remaining of top 8.
Yes,
and you would get a certificate for that.
Right.
With, I think, a medal too.
Okay, and then
another 8 for
the top 16
to finish off top 16,
which I think is great because there's a lot of onus on making podium, getting a medal, and that kind of thing. But you can really see your progression if now I'm in the top 16, and then I cracked the top 8. Now you can all of a sudden see it's big.
See, in Japan, there's no. If you're a white belt and you're going to your first tournament, for the first year, I'm not going to get anything.
Yeah.
If I go to a little local city tournament where there's only 10 people in the grade 2 division or the high school division, maybe I'll crack top 32 or top 16.
That's crazy.
And when you crack top 16, some tournaments will give you a certificate. If you crack top 8, you might get a certificate. You might, if it's a big tournament like this one, you might get a medal.
Okay.
If you crack, and obviously in the top 4, you get medals. So when I was in my last club, we were having kids apply. It was a private school. It was a big karate club, and you had to apply to get in. And the parents would come in, and they go, okay, my kid started karate when he was in kindergarten, and they pull out a folder, this huge folder. Like, it happened all the time. And they pull out like 100 certificates. My kid got in city of Minato. They got
25th place. Yeah.
Well, they got top 4 here, and they got top 8, and they got top 16, they got top 32. Because no one gets anything. I think 32 is even stretching it.
Yeah,
so normally it's top 16. And then they laying it out in front of me, and they're trying to convince me like all these tiny little tournaments that had like 6 people in it, and they placed it. They should be allowed into the karate club. They have stacks of these, because there, as a white belt to like orange belt, you just wouldn't expect to win a medal, but you'd kind of hope one day to get a certificate.
Okay, well, of course.
So it's a different approach. There's almost no repechage. So it's almost all single elimination.
Okay, well.
Only sometimes they have repechage. It was a really important tournament. Yeah, but this would be 2,000 athletes.
Crazy, huge.
2,012 rings. They have the first day of most eliminations beside Disneyland. Nippon Budokan is not beside Disneyland. They go out and rent places, because what happens is, as soon as, if it's single elimination, when you're out, I'm out of kata, I'm out of kumite. Well, I can either stay and cheer on my team, or Mom, let's go to Disneyland.
That's so funny.
And they just walk across the street and they go to Disneyland.
That's funny.
And then
there's in professional sports, there's this thing when you win the championships, the World Series, or the Stanley Cup, or whatever it is. There's a big thing. Oh, I'm going to Disneyland. I'm going to Disneyland. That's kind of it's just a thing.
Not the White House.
Not the White House. Well, they do go to the White House, but that's just, I don't know why they say that actually, but that's just kind of what they say. Going to Disneyland. So now it's like, here you say, I'm going to Disneyland. No, really, I'm going across the street to Disneyland.
I lost.
Yeah,
it's funny because like you've probably seen the pictures, like in the Japanese tournament, all the clubs bring their flags and they fly them around the gym.
Okay.
By the time the finals is happening, it's just the clubs in the finals.
Yeah.
So all the flags have gone, everyone's disappeared.
Cool.
Yeah, but everyone goes off to Disneyland, and then the next day they have the finals in the Budokan and that sort of stuff.
Cool. So there it is. That's the Karate Global News from the 53rd Wadokai National Championships at the Nippon Budokan.
That's right.
All right.
So we got a ton of stuff. We could save it for the next episode.
We could. We have already hit our kind of limit.
We've talked about fitness testing.
We got all kinds of stuff.
We've just been dropping knowledge.
Just dropping knowledge and bringing value on the Karate 360 podcast. Let's just jump right to upcoming events.
Let's do it.
All right. So upcoming events, things coming through September 23rd to 25th. We have a couple Series A coming up, K1 Series A, September 23rd this weekend in Turkey, as well as in a couple weeks, October 7th to 8th in Austria. Those are both Series A. And then the big World Cadet Junior and U21 Championships in Spain is October 26th to 29th. That's the big one for all the junior athletes getting ready for that. That's going to be huge. Also here locally, the Saddle Cup, November 18th. I think it's in Richmond, I believe. And then the Goju Global Championships on September 30th as well.
Yeah, it's 4 or 5 days of tournaments.
Oh,
yeah. I'm just gonna look. This is a really big tournament. Like, they were trying to get 500 people from overseas come. So 7th Karate Do Goju Kai Global Championships, 28th to October 2nd.
October 28th, or sorry, September 28th to October 2nd.
That's it, September 28th to October. So it's a really big one at the Richmond Oval.
Awesome. There it is. So those are just some upcoming events. Also, we have Kenneth Lee and Rita Nyo coming as their seminars here at Kenzan and all across the island as well.
First time ever, the current national male and female kata champions are giving a kata seminar in Victoria.
That's awesome.
Probably
it's going to be so good.
That they've done it at the same time.
Yeah, probably, yeah. And we have been getting ready by doing our Busadai.
That's right.
Hey, what do you think of my Busadai?
I quite liked your Busadai.
Yeah, not bad, huh?
Some of the kids who've been also from Shitoru, I was like, okay, we're going to do Shitoru Busadai, and looked at me like, are you serious? This is so cool.
My time to shine.
That's right.
Yeah, so there it is. Those are some upcoming tournaments and some upcoming things in the karate world. If you guys got anything else that's happening in your karate world, let us know and we will highlight it. I was going to sneeze, sorry.
I was highlighting, like, what's he looking for? For his shoulder. As long as you sneeze that way.
It's one of those things that came and then it left, so it's gone. Anyways, that pretty much wraps up this episode of
Karate 360.
What was that?
Karate 360.
Thanks for tuning in, guys. My name is Kalen Anglos.
I'm Richard Mostel.
And we will talk to you guys later. Thanks for tuning in.
San
Roku Maru. Thanks for watching.